Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover. One from rapper Memphis Bleek, who most gamers at least remember from Def Jam Fight for New York, and he recently shared his thoughts on who had the better verse on Renegade, Jay-Z or Eminem, and rap fans on the internet have since reacted, which we'll get to in a bit. We also have more linked to greatest hits albums, this time from Royce the 5'9", who announced a new compilation album that includes a couple of new songs, and this has sparked some reactions linked to Lupe fiasco. But before we dive in the United Kingdom, the biggest online retailer, Amazon, shows that based off pre-orders, Eminem's Curtain Call 2 album has been the #1 rap/hip-hop album since pre-orders opened.
What sorcery is this?
And just like in the United States, Eminem's #1 streak is also at stake in the United Kingdom, as he holds the record for most consecutive #1 albums in the country. So it will be interesting to see if Curtain Call 2 can keep the streak going. And here's a fun fact. According to the official charts, Eminem's Curtain Call from 2005 is currently the best-selling hip-hop album of 2022 in the United Kingdom and #9 overall across all genres. And M's been active promoting the CC2 single From the D to the LBC on social media, as M shared this a few hours ago. Dojo talk with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, but you killed it though, bro.
You challenged me, Marshall. You put me back in my karate school days where I used to be a young MC and, love the challenge of having to try a new style and new cadence. And, you know what I'm saying? The rap game is supposed to be that. It's supposed to be challenging, right? It's supposed to make you dig in your bag.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've heard you on other songs with other rappers and you tend to show out. So I wanted to make sure that I was going to represent.
Yeah, you showed out. You definitely showed out.
Just wanted to represent what you one time.
And set for the weekend after Curtain Call 2 drops, Royce is set to release The Heaven Experience Volume 1 on the 12th of August, a greatest hits album that will also include 5 unreleased songs with notable features like Black Lives Matter featuring Big Crit and Right Hand featuring Black Thought. And in reaction, the user expands, hope he sells physicals. 1,000 signed copies will sell out fast if pre-orders are available. But not everyone is pleased with the track list. The user expands, no cocaine, L. The cover art has also sparked some reactions, like whoever does graphic design for Heaven Studios need to be sent to hell.
Bars.
Album covers have been causing a stare lately. Another one, there's so many super talented artists you could commission for a great cover piece on Twitter, but rappers continue to discover the worst ones. But looking to the future, some believe M and Royce dropping compilation albums in August. I swear, there's no way we are getting a Bad Meets Evil 2 album, loudly crying emoji. And funny enough, on the other end, the opposite is believed. Royce is dropping a greatest hits compilation 1 week after M. I choose to believe this means new Bad Meets Evil confirmed for 2022. But on a side note, in reaction to this announcement, some believe the cover looks like Lupe's Food and Liquor. Why does this look like Lupe's album cover for Food and Liquor? Laughing my bum off. And the user expands, it's a blatant copy of it, especially after their issues. This feels deliberate. But overall, what do you guys think? Are you excited for Royce's new greatest hits compilation? Moving on to the next point, a clip of Memphis Bleek sharing his opinion on Renegade has made the rounds thanks to an interview on the Just Incredible podcast. And if you believe there's a New York bias in hip-hop, you could say this is a fight for New York. And when he was asked about who had the best verse, he stated, among other things,
the public opinion, of course, says Eminem, right? At that time. Go back and listen to that record today. I bet you all gonna agree it's Jay. Because, Jay was talking something that was so far of what you even understood or could comprehend that you didn't know what he was talking about.
Verse aged better.
That's right.
And the reactions to this are hilarious. A user expands, of course he said that he's Jay-Z's closest homie, to which a user adds, he's a kept housewife basically. Jay said years ago that Bleek would always be a millionaire. A kept housewife? More, all respect to Memphis Bleek, but I just went back and listened a couple of times in a row and still got M over J, shrugs emoji. It's time some hanging on, give it a rest. And on this, a user adds, Jay-Z stands be trying so hard to make it look like Jigga was saying some next level stuff, when the truth is he just got washed. Which is crazy, cause he recorded both his verses after Eminem's and still couldn't match. It's okay, his contributions to the song are still great. Another ad, still trying to rewrite history 20 years later, LOL. We've seen a lot of that happen for Eminem. Even legacy hip-hop media have been actively trying to rewrite Eminem's history of greatness, and some concluded, Of course, Jay's former employee will say this loudly crying emoji. How a host stands still crying about this verse 20 years later? But over to you guys, share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this, and see you on the next one.